Yo, so the opinions and views expressed in this podcast are that of our own and the future Bachelor podcast only, and not affiliated with any outside party or entity or anything like that. This fun podcast, though, may include some adult language.
Future Bachelor Podcast.
Welcome to Future Bachelor. My name is Sai.
And I'm Veronica.
And we talk about everything pop culture, dating, and Bachelor.
This episode, we're covering a potential early unmasking of a certain singer.
Okay.
Manufactured drama.
Whoa.
And some love in the summer of breakups.
Hell yeah. And this is episode 282. Let's go. Yes, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show, your favorite podcast. Shout out to all our old people, our new people, and everybody in between. Before we get started on Bachelor Nation this week, I need to know, Veronica, how are you doing?
You know, it's been a crazy, like, over a week, I guess, since we last talked, because, we're recording on our new for the time being, time, because we're gonna have to adjust with the new premieres of Bachelor in Paradise and Golden Bachelor. But so it's been a while since we talked. But I last weekend went to a wedding in Denver for my friend Casa and her now husband Will. And I unfortunately had to go alone because the Thursday before we were supposed to leave, Sean wasn't feeling well. He wasn't feeling well on the Wednesday, but he wasn't feeling well, my boyfriend. And he, on Thursday morning, he like woke up and he's like, I really don't feel good. I feel like I've been hit by a bus. Took an at-home COVID test that I had that I bought after we had gone to Dragon Con because I was like, who knows? And lo and behold, he did have COVID. I tested negative from that day throughout the weekend. Then I got home from Denver, and then I was feeling a little off, but much different than how he felt. He was kind of bedridden for like a day or two, but I was feeling just a little off, and I was overly aware of what it could be. And then, yes, I indeed also tested positive for COVID. So I've been hanging out at home this week because now CDC says just 5 days is when you probably are shedding it. So I've been isolating, and then I'll be good to go for this weekend of another wedding. So, out here, just the summer surge has been real for COVID because I know I'm not the only person who's got it recently, or other people have definitely gotten it or whatever. So it's been crazy week.
Damn, dog. Well, I'm glad you're doing better and Sean's doing better. And, I'm glad you got to get out to Denver because it's beautiful out there. Speaking of weddings out there and
right.
Some beautiful places, I was out in Utah, Moab.
In Moab.
It was in the desert and nothing but mountains, and it was crazy. It was so beautiful. We were sleeping in tents, but nice glamping tents. It was
those are my parents did that same company of it's called Under
the Canvas.
Yeah, my parents did one of those, not in Moab. They went somewhere else, I think, recently. But they use, and those are nice.
Yeah, they're nice. Besides the fact that there's no AC or power in the units, it stayed pretty cool at night. There's just a block of time during the day where it's just almost unbearable to stay in there. But we made it work, and you have to get ready, and they have showers that you have to hold things down. I jimmy rigged something to be able to hold the water down just to take nice showers and stuff out there. So
because it's hard to wash your hair with one hand.
Yeah, I mean they expect you to just wash your body off and stuff, but no, man, I need my shower time. It's the only thing I need to be able to shower.
You need two hands for the shower.
Yeah, I need it running, so I figured out a way to get that thing to go. And it was a good time. It was a beautiful wedding, beautiful location. Me and my girlfriend, got to do some exploring, went to a waterfall. The water is so cold there. It's crazy how hot it is, and then the water is freezing. So such an awesome experience, and I just really appreciate everything, going out there and back. I also started my YouTube channel this last week. So, first video is out, and I am very excited to start that journey. I'll probably have a link below so you guys can, check it out. And then I'm in 2 plays right now, so I have rehearsal literally every other day for each of the plays. So like my only day off is like Friday, and my only night off is like Saturday. So really just back-to-back stuff going on here. So it's been wild, but good stuff, man. Life is full right now.
For real.
Enough of all that. Why don't we get into what we do around here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's that time to talk about Bachelor stuff on our show! Ha ha ha! Yes, but before we get talking about Bachelor Nation, YouTube, I'm going to need you to go ahead and subscribe, smash that thumbs up button, and hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time we drop new Bachelor content, just like this. And if you just did, wow. What? Huge shout out to you. Ooh, wee! Air horns for you. And we also like to shout out our comment crew, and those are people leaving comments on our video. From last week, we got Catherine Ann, we got Marion SP from the Nancy Drew crew, and we got Marty, aka Mom. We got returning Wendy Fraley. New in the comments, we got Rosette 6563. Shout out to you. Hope to see you back in the comments this week. A lot of like good people. Hopefully you guys can get down with the new Friday times for now. It's just kind of when we can record, and it just works out perfectly with Bachelor in Paradise and the Golden Bachelor. So make sure you're leaving a comment.
Coming to you for your weekends now.
Yeah. Like I said, we got the full podcast, available everywhere. We might be testing out adding a little bit of our week in the beginning of these videos. We're available everywhere. So if you want more of us, just listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. And like I mentioned earlier, check me out on YouTube. We'll have a link in the description. I got a new channel that's just going to be kind of like video essays and just fun stuff I've got going on in my life and things like that. So a lot of good stuff going on. More content, more stuff for you guys to latch on to if you're feeling your boy Cy or your girl V. So with that being said, Veronica, what do we got going on in Bachelor Nation this week?
Not a lot in Bachelor Nation, honestly. The biggest thing is we've seen more promos for Bachelor in Paradise. They're really like, their theme this year, like last year was like the little flamingos. This year it's like bananas, and it's like, it's going to be bananas. And like, there's a lot of sensual things you can do with a banana. A lot of innuendos that can be made. So,
Brayden went straight for
as well as, things are crazy.
Brayden went straight for the, like, I don't know, the way he mounted that bite for the banana was crazy in that promo.
Mounted that bite.
Well, because it was like, he did like a whole thing.
Wow.
It wasn't just a bite, like I feel like there's a way to eat a banana just without it being all,
without making it. There's like some people I know who I've met who have like said like, you won't catch me eating like a hot dog, a glizzy, in public, or like a banana, because like they're so worried. It's mostly men. They're so worried about what it looks like.
Yeah.
And I'm all like, wow.
Well, I feel like it's not just men. Like, I feel like it's crazy for women too. Like, it's just, and it's not supposed to be. Like, there's just like sexualizing.
It's just fucking fruit. I need the potassium sometimes,
It's just like a penis-shaped food. I don't know what to say. Like,
yeah, it's not our fault that things are phallic and we've sexualized them as humans. It's just how they are.
Yeah, and I know people that won't even eat them in private like that. They have to break it off,
They have to break it off.
Hey, yo. Anyways, yeah, I mean, what is it? What kind of drama are we getting from Bachelor in Paradise?
So Jesse Palmer's been, he's been teasing the twist, which I think we all know has something to do with this like secrets box, but we don't really know the we don't know much about it. We don't have any like real, and you know us, we don't do spoilers. But that was something that has been revealed. So I wonder if that's like the only twist, or if it doesn't, you know, if they're gonna bring back kind of like the Casa Amor twist of sorts, or if they're gonna just do something similar to that. Because I mean, a lot of people hated the Bachelor in Paradise version of Casa Amor, where they brought in, you know, separated people, tested them with new.
It's not that I didn't like it so much as in like it just seemed unfair. Like, you know, I don't know. It seemed unfair for one side that gets presented.
Oh yeah, it definitely was not like equitable.
I think it's different when you know, like if they were like to expect it this season and be like, oh, they did this last season, I know there's going to be other guys coming in for us too, you know, that type of thing. But yeah, I don't know. I just really do think like it's going to be a good season of Bachelor Nation content, you know, between the Golden Bachelor and Bachelor in Paradise. I really think we're going to have a lot of good content, you know, each week when it starts. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited about it too. I just think it's a really good cast for Bachelor in Paradise. I just think they've got a good mix of folks from the last several seasons and I'm just interested to see, you know, who comes in from the franchise. Like they show Hannah Brown coming down to like give out a date card or something. I'm just interested to see how they use, you know, former stars and things like that to really.
Hannah's out here just promoting her new podcast and her upcoming book. That's all we got going on with her.
True.
But anyways, I'm excited to watch it. What else we got going on? So,
I guess another little tidbit of stuff that I thought was funny, as someone who used to be a Nick Viall apologist and now a Nick Viall kind of hater, is that I didn't put this on the thing, but I just thought about it. He had been like talking about how he really wanted to make sure the age difference wasn't made a big deal at his, you know, upcoming wedding to his pregnant fiance, Natalie. And I mean, their age difference is 18 years.
Yeah, it's a whole legal person.
Yeah, like he was fully able to vote, able to, you know,
buy cigarettes,
do the whole bit when she was being born. Which I'm not going to say I've been there, but maybe I've been there.
Yeah.
But not saying that was the right choice that I ever made. It wasn't, obviously. But I think it's wild to me that he's coming out here being like, I really don't want our age difference to be like the punchline of our wedding. And I'm all like, well, you made these choices. Like,
yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah. I mean,
come on.
It's weird. I don't know. I guess he was like relating it to like Serena.
Joe and Serena's wedding, because they have like an 11 or 10 year age difference.
Yeah. And what did they
say? Which is a lot too.
What did they say at their wedding?
I guess some people are making jokes about like, you know, Joe being old and like whatever, and like Serena keeping him hip and young and like stuff like that. Like, which, okay, like they've got like a decade between them, which is definitely a lot when it's like you're in your 20s and you're in your like late 30s, I would say. I think those are pretty different life instances. But, you know, and like she's literally like 18 years younger, which also we'll get into somebody else who I think they're around that same. It's just, it's a lot. It's like you totally, and I think something like LA changes that age difference, but not enough. Like just because you were on a reality TV show thrice and then, you know, you're out in LA and then you meet some young hot thing and then whatever. I don't know. It's just weird.
I kind of like, I mean, I for the thrill of the conversation, I'll agree with you. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, if they're happy, like they're genuinely going to be together forever, you know,
right.
It's one thing. And it would be another thing too, if like he knew her before, you know, it's like
right.
I don't know how old she was when they met. Like, I don't know.
Like 20, 21.
Okay. So, I mean, it's whatever, dude. Like, you know, you just kind of have to go with it. you could sit there. What are we supposed to do? Control people's ages and how they get together, you know?
Right. I mean, as I said, I've been there, so I also have thought of it on the other side.
Yeah, you can't be throwing rocks at a glass house, V.
Exactly, throwing them stones. So I get it, but I don't. You know, it's like, I think because I've come out on the other side, I'm like,
yeah, I feel that. Well, and they were also, I think, talking about not because they're having a baby before they get married, right?
Yeah.
So I think that was another point that they didn't want to get brought up. But
which
anyways,
I'm like, well, once again.
what else we got going on?
So in other reality TV news, a lot of folks, they've released a couple of, like, you know, casts of some upcoming competition shows. One of them being they've, like, you know, teased some of the folks that are going to be on The Masked Singer. Not really like who it is, but they've teased the characters of The Masked Singer, which, because, you know, the whole idea is it's these people in these elaborate costumes who sing and have different clues, and you have to guess who they are. And people, based on the clues that were given for this new character on this upcoming season, The Masked Singer, the diver, people think it's Tom Sandoval because his little tagline or whatever that he said was that he was, you know, pretty pumped, Vanderpump Rules, to be on the show, and that he feels lost in the abyss, and he might be the most hated creature in the ocean right now. He was for a while there. And his one clue his official clue that he unveiled was a cardinal, which Tom Sandoval is from St. Louis. Cardinals are their baseball team. So, I mean, to me, that seems like a open and shut case. But we'll have to see, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he'd be kind of like the perfect person to have on that show. Honestly,
it makes sense. He sings.
Yeah. I mean, I need to start watching that show. I heard it's pretty good.
I hear it's actually kind of fun. I feel like I watch bits and pieces of it on TikTok, and I'm all like, do I just, like, actually watch the show? Because, like, when it's on, I'll get, like, Masked Singer Theory TikTok stuff, and I'll be like, yeah, I could totally see how it's that person. I'm like, just watch the damn show. Like,
I think it's just amazing how they're able to keep it a secret. You know, it's like these huge Hollywood movies can't even keep, like, the endings of their movies secret, and you can keep the Masked Singer secret. Like, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I guess don't get Tom Holland around him because he'll spill those beans right away.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Tom Sandoval, I've seen, like, rumors of him having a new girlfriend. He's been walking around holding hands with somebody. You seen that?
Yeah, I saw some of that, and then I also saw how, like, Rachel had posted like a little thing to her Instagram recently about, like, you know, how she's been doing, and she's been doing, like, I think some sort of rehab and mental health stuff and whatever, and it was like her birthday, and he wished her a happy birthday and said, "Miss you, friend." Like, he said, "Happy birthday, Rachel. Miss you, friend." And people are all like, "What does this mean?" So I don't know.
Yikes. Well, you know, not a lot going on. How many weeks we got until Bachelor in Paradise and Golden Bachelor?
2
weeks.
Yeah, a little less.
Cool.
Yeah.
So here we are getting ready.
It's not next week, the week after.
Yeah. I'm excited. So, you know, we'll be back with you know, more news next week, but, you know, we're getting close to back to the show, what we do around here. So make sure you're locking in
with double the fun, double the content.
Yes. And once again, if you want to check out my new YouTube channel, we got that below in the comments or in the description as well. So make sure you're doing that. Leave us some comments. What do you think? Do you think Tom Sandoval is on The Masked Singer? How do you eat bananas? Wait, did we talk about Dancing with the Stars?
No, we didn't.
Okay. We got Charity on there, right? They announced.
We've got Charity, which you know, against Tom Sandoval potentially being on The Masked Singer, we obviously have Ariana on Dancing with the Stars. We also have Charity's on there. She's got her partner Harry Jowsey, who was on the first season of Too Hot to Handle. We've got Jamie Lynn Spears, We've got Jason Mraz, who's still wearing that fedora. I love, commitment to the bit. We got Lele Pons, who's like known for some of her like old Vine and now TikTok and stuff like
She'll
that.
probably get close to winning.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's a good dancer.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I always think it's like Dancing with the Stars is probably one of the craziest cast lineups I've ever seen. Like always, like they always pick the most random people to throw together.
yeah.
That's exciting. Who else? Anybody else exciting?
Well, in more reality news, Mauricio Umansky, who is known for being now the estranged, I guess, like ex-husband or estranged husband of Kyle Richards from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I think there's a couple of like, they've got, I don't know who some of these other people are, but we've got some like, former athletes, former old school, like, actors, actresses, stuff like that. So, well, exciting stuff.
Let us know what you guys think of all this stuff in the comments below. And we'll be back next week with some more stuff.
Future Bachelor Podcast.